Hey, NASDAQ, get the best dope on the markets. The war is over. Well, that might not be the case here, but here, look at this. This is, all right, here, I've got some small charts here. These are actually 12 minutes. Look at this. Sevens in the S&Ps. This is in the S&Ps. I had a guy that said, a fellow trader, oops, that, oh, goodness gracious, I'm stuck up there. It's on auto hide. I have it pulled over here. So this is Beanoil, okay? I talked about Beanoil. We're going to go through everything here, okay? Crude, I got things to say about crude. Okay, we got to do crude first. Well, how about the biodiesel fare? This is Beanoil, okay? This is Beanoil. This is an olive line sell. Call it 79, okay? It was 10 ticks under. All right, and this is how we traded here on the last 2 days. This was hump day. This is June 1st. Oh, no, this was Monday. Okay, and then we break. And then here we gap up, and they sell it down here, okay? Then this becomes excruciating for these, what was this? This was on the 3rd. What, is this still the 3rd? Yeah, this is the 3rd, okay? And listen, this was excruciating trying to put something on because you're over the olive here. Okay, the simple, not simple, nothing's simple, okay? Nothing is simple. And never say trading's easy because that'll come back. Anyway, here we get under, and let's look at this here on a real forensic technical analysis, okay? So here, we hold it, okay? It's like a reverse pivot. It's just a big ass sell, okay? But it's a pivot when you get over it here for a day, okay? And this was that day. This was the day before, okay? And this is why here, this is really short term. If I had a different chart on it, we closed the first bar right here. This is probably actually that right here. We closed the bar right there. This is a smaller duration chart. And then we took off, okay? And then it's just like, and then you have to wonder, okay, if we're really going a lot higher. And things like in 1973, we were up 160%. This was about 59%, I believe, on the highs. And should I do the camera? Anyway, here we gap lower. Okay, this day we came back. I think well, in any event, this was the sell, and then you just walk away. And it was at that point, it was an 80, 90 tick risk. This is $6 a tick. Okay, it's a small contract. Small. This thing started at under 50. Okay, and we just hit almost 80. I talked about some big options up here. Okay, so if you would have been getting my daily letter, you know, I talk about that. That was similar to silver. Silver was absolutely out of control, up at 120 and the 122 strikes. Okay, I talk. You know, I'll mention these. Okay, just because being on the trading floor, I know how the option guys, okay, how they will kind of trade, or at least put on delta where there's big open interest. So here we got a diamond right here. See, look at this. Okay, and here, right here, we went up. This was the sale of the day. This is right before 10 o'clock, 76.30. Okay, this almost kind of looks like where silver, where they were capping it. Okay, and you know, where it just goes like this, you know, and you know what? Maybe you don't trade with stops, but that's pretty ballsy because you're up by all-time highs. You know, you're up by all-time highs. Not all-time highs, okay? And so then let's look at let's go to a daily, okay? This is where it is on a daily. This is July Beanoil. Sell it here, buy it at the green, okay? And the way I had some clients do this, because we sold it, and it broke 300 immediately. And I'm 300 points counter trend, right? And then you got a number, you know? So just bing, bang, okay? And what do? We chop around here, you know, and then you go up here, make new highs, and then you come down here, okay? And you just, you know, you're wearing everybody out. Like for example here, you could have the go home flat algos. First of all, they push it down, okay? And in this case, they brought it back, but now the algos, okay, we get lower on the day, and all of a sudden they're attracted. They sell more on the way down here. So anyway, so this is a daily, okay? Let's go to crude oil here now, since we're talking energies here. We got a debacle in silver and gold. But 68.77, if you've heard me talking, what was it? What was that, Olive? 71.77. It's up there. It's up there. There's something else up there too. You got the same color. Okay, so you got a lot of colors up there that are in that kind of same kind of color. It'll happen once in a while. It'll happen once in a while if you're a client, or you just pick an area. Anyway, this is also down 4% on the year. Here's gold here. Okay, you can see that we just ran another little series of sevens here. Okay, let me go to. Okay, you're over the previous bar's high here. You're still going lower. Okay, right? So the pattern is still nothing but, if you were looking to buy silver, put in a stop, and wherever it closes, if it closes above, to take it home long, it has not been the play. And so let's go to crude oil here. Crude oil is very interesting. Listen, when we got up here, I was really concerned for the, for the state of the economy. Because, and listen, I have to flip just as much as everybody else, okay? I don't care what size you are. Anyway, so I was really worried about here. This is the one. Where would we go up? We closed 480 at 92. What was the high? Call it 95. What was it up? 480. So it was up about $8, okay? And then yesterday we do this, okay? Now I do have some levels to pay attention, okay? That's why data is very important. And listen, if you think you can do these charts, okay, you can. But if you're a good trader and you have these, just where, now listen, here, you came over here. So this is one thing that ends right here. It's a green. This is also a green, and that's a high. Okay, so there's three of those things right there too. It happens. This, as a matter of fact, this might be the first time ever. Anyway, here's where we are now. What are we down? $3. Okay, and this was where we closed last Friday. Okay, we had to hit this down here. Okay, the green X's and a green and a green. Okay, so you had two numbers right there. Let's blow it up here. 86.74 here, 86 double in between there. Okay, that's something, and that's programmed. And then 86.13. Okay, that's 50 cents. But this is within 20 cents. How much did we get through there? 35. You listen, we could go 70 cents through there and then come right back, and wouldn't be as good as this one was. But anyway, so we come back up here. So really what we did the green to the light green, okay, right here. Call it 87. Let's just keep our figures straight here. And then the high was 97, okay, $10 up. I've had this theme since, like, I don't know, middle of March, talking about that not yet, and not going home short, but day trading when you get these big rallies, okay? And so anyway, so this is it. Look at this. We got head and shoulder here, setting up. Okay, here, shoulder, head. Here, you could call this the shoulder here. Okay, so let's do a little technical analysis. We might end on this one because I didn't want to make these very long. 87.92. Okay, what if we closed under 8? Whoa. What if we close under 85 today? We're at 89. We're down 3. What if we go down to 8 like we were up Monday? Okay. I'm not saying here, what time is it? It's 12. So we got an hour and a half. So we'll see what happens in crude here. Here's a fun fact for you. Venezuela. Okay, so say they were trading 100% when they were, okay, even though it was, poorly run and everything like that, but their old output was 100%. They are now producing 300% of that, okay? And they're currently selling it on the market, okay? It's beautiful, man. This is beautiful. I mean, I'm talking about Trump's plan. It's really, listen, if you're betting against the guy from Wharton School of Business Management, I don't know. And the before I talked about the here, you know what? Let's just go through these so you can see them. Let's go to silver. Actually, I'm going to end this here. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to end this here. We were talking about Beanoil and crude. You know, because I understand that my titles, you either have to really like it or something like that. And how many people like, you know, grains and silver and gold? Yeah, crude, yeah. But so if you need to get a hold of me, and I always post on Rumble, okay? I would say join Rumble. Absolutely really good programming. It's going to look like boys video games, okay, which it is. But it's also for podcasters. So email me, arp@nasdog.com. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk. Have a lovely day, and may peace be at hand. Thanks for watching.